Well, we are about to go from the Hawks to the Seahawks and then in a little bit to the Mountain Hawks. I couldn't make that up if I tried, but such is what's on the horizon for Robert Morris men's lacrosse. Coming home, celebrating a pretty impressive win at St. Joseph's this past Saturday and getting ready for more NEC play against Wagner. Head coach Drew McMinn. I know the talk last week was all about playing Bobby Moe ball, as it were, and for all 60 minutes on Saturday, I, for one, felt like I was watching Bobby Moe ball. The transition game was fabulous. Special teams was fabulous. Goalkeeping was fabulous. The defense was relentless. I mean, it's really hard, I think, for me as a spectator anyway, to say anything negative about Saturday's effort. How do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, we are certainly very positive, with the way the flow of the game went. And again, just to hit on our style of play, I mean, we challenge the guys to get out and just dictate more at both ends of the field. And, for us, that's something we talk about weekly, is just making sure that we're always in dictation mode and not reaction mode. And, it felt like that started on the defensive end with just getting out and, causing pressure and finding ways to make plays on that end of the field. And, that's what sparks our transition game and turns into offense and the other end. So just felt like the guys really responded well to step up and, fix some of the little nuances that we've talked about in the last couple of weeks, and, felt that showed up on the scoreboard.
A couple of the guys, after I talked with them on Saturday, said they really felt the team took its ability to prepare to another level in that game. Would you agree?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's something that we focused on all throughout the year, is just, improving on our maturity and our focus going into game days. And, for young guys, that sometimes takes a little longer to realize the importance of. And, we've talked to the underclassmen about just making sure that they're continuing to make strides in that department. And, again, certainly would agree that most guys stepped up and, approached that day in the way that we expect them to.
And you've had some young guys come in this year and really show some flashes of excellence. You've had Owen Down be a regular for you defensively. Brandon Solhoff had a couple goals on Saturday, including that extraordinary diving effort toward the end there. Guys who show a lot of promise. And I guess what I'm getting to is you have, beyond Wagner, you have a couple of non-conference games on the horizon as well. Is there a possibility that some of those younger guys may get an even longer look going forward?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, we're always open to the competition. I mean, we're evaluating every week, and, regardless of what class guys are, I mean, we're going to put the person that's, going to help us be most successful on game days. So, those guys have continually stepped up that you mentioned, and some others as well. And, certainly just see those roles continuing to expand for some of those younger guys.
And again, you're back home this week. Wagner is on the horizon. It's another NEC game. 1 p.m. opening face-off here at Joe Walton Stadium. Just, with the conference being what it is this year, very up and down, a lot of talk about keeping that focus and keeping that level of preparation from you guys, I would imagine.
Yeah, exactly, Matt. I mean, we've talked a lot about, again, how it's just been small differences that we need to find a way to get a competitive edge with. And, we found ourselves just in certain scenarios where, we felt like we could have worked a little bit harder throughout the year and, throughout certain games, and, really have just challenged the guys to find little ways to make up those differences. And again, we feel like we're trending in the right direction and, keeping the focus as always on just seeing if we can get ourselves a little bit better week to week. And that's the plan this week.
You switched things up a little bit at the end of practice today. The shootout competition, I noticed. Gotta let the guys loosen up a little bit too, I guess, along the way. A nice little incentive for a nice conference game.
Yeah, exactly. No, it wasn't really in reaction to that. It was more we actually we did that last week as well.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it's just something to throw in. I mean, we have it as our core values. I mean, passion is in there, and we expect the guys to just have fun when they're out here. So, we want them to work as hard as they can in every scenario, but enjoy themselves as well. And sometimes just throw in those little mix-ups to make sure the guys are, enjoying their time out here on the field.
And emotionally, it had to be a load off, I'm sure, for the guys to get that result and to see, the fruits of what they're doing get realized. What do they need to do to make it 2 in a row on Saturday?
Again, just continue to make small gains. That's what we just talked about at the end of practice there. I mean, whether it's with our effort, our preparation, our film study, just finding little ways at this time of the year to get a small edge. And, if every guy in the roster is doing that, our coaching staff is doing that, then, we should find a way to be that much better as a team. And, that's the plan this week. We want to continually work on dictating and, imposing our effort and will all over the field and, off the field as well. And that way, hopefully, we'll put together our best product as we're always trying to do.
And again, an interesting 3-game stretch coming up, a busy one because it's 3 games in a span of 7 days, and it begins with Wagner this Saturday, another NEC contest. You can watch it on Front Row. Again, 1 p.m. face-off. Come out, jam the Joe. Admission, as always, is free. Head coach Drew McMinn, good luck this weekend.
Thanks, Matt.